I became a substitute teacher. And if you know anything about that. Yeah, I had a pre-K class, and there was this one student in particular who hated taking naps. He'd run around, he'd jump on other students on their cots while they sleep. No, we can't have that.
No, we can't do that, baby.
Okay, nap time comes along, I just take off my belt and I make the little snapping noise with it. I wasn't gonna beat this child. I promise you I was not gonna beat this child.
Do that.
I just made the little snapping noise with the belt. And it worked! It worked!
What's up, internet? It's your girl Breezy back to another episode of the Black Girl Baking Show. Welcome to my mama's kitchen. I am so excited to do this episode today because I have a guest. For the first time since 2021, I have a guest on the Black Girl Baking Show. It's a guy I've known for a long time, actually. Good, clean, long time. Many a year, went to church together. Let me not say too much. Ladies and gentlemen, clap it up, studio audience, for Nate Hicks. Woo! We're gonna act like there's a studio audience.
Yes,
we're just
studio,
act like
everybody.
Okay, gotta speak things into existence. Amen. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm genuinely very excited today.
Me too.
So, I didn't tell you what we're making today.
You did not.
Because you didn't really tell me what you wanted to make.
I don't bake.
So, I mean, I know you don't bake. But my question that I pose to guests is, what's your favorite, like, food memory, sweets memory, something you really like to eat, your mama makes, your grandma makes something? Nate said Oreos was a childhood favorite, but that just in general, you're a sweets person. And I was like, well, we're not gonna make Oreos. That's what we're not gonna do.
Okay, we're not gonna make Oreos.
Not gonna do that.
All right.
But I thought, okay, childhood sweets makes me think of like Little Debbie's and like little cakes. So there's actually a cupcake that we do at the bakery that I made up. Well, you know, I didn't actually make it up. It's like a Jack and the Swag, but you gotta change the name so nobody sues you type thing. Yeah. We're gonna make a Faux-stess cupcake, which is like
what?
Faux-stess.
Faux-stess.
What does that mean? What do you think it means?
Faux.
Faux.
P-H-O.
Nope. That is a.
I'm doing too much.
That's faux, and that's Vietnamese.
Okay. So
faux is an F-A-U-X. The French word for fake. That's okay. Oh. That's all right, baby. That's okay.
Whoa. Okay. Hostess. Faux-stess.
Faux first.
Fake hostess.
Correct.
We making ho-hos.
Yes! We got there.
I figured that out.
We got there. It took us a minute.
Yes.
It's okay.
Yes.
So yeah, we're gonna make a Faux-stess or like a ho-ho. I don't really know the official name for it.
Yeah.
The chocolate. Well, no, a Twinkie's like the little.
Actual.
That one, yeah, Twinkie. The thing that they got rid of and then brought back and then nobody ate them anyway. Those are Twinkies. I don't know why we did that. We were out here protesting and signing petitions for Twinkies. Ain't nobody eating Twinkies. Okay, well, without further ado, let's get into it. So we're gonna make the chocolate cupcake first. Do you bake at all, even a little bit?
It's been a long while. I made some cheesecake way, like at least 7 years ago.
7, okay. Was it like a baked cheesecake or one of the, you whip everything together? Oh, okay. Yeah. How'd it go?
Great.
Okay.
My first time was my last time, but it all tasted great. I made 7 of them actually.
For what?
It was a holiday, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, one of those.
Okay.
And, yeah, I have a large family. They all got 8.
There is about 5,100 Hicks.
Yeah.
I see one everywhere I go, just about every day. There's a Hicks somewhere.
Crazy thing is, it's not even the Hickses that I'm talking about. Granted, they were there.
Oh.
But it's, you know, my mom's side of the family, grandparents, cousins, aunts, uncles, etc.
I didn't know there was big on both sides.
Yeah, we out here.
Okay. Well, y'all was fruitful and multiplying. Well, we're going to get you back into your baking bag after all these years.
Yep.
This is a chocolate cupcake recipe that I found online yesterday. Never tried it. So if it's bad, we'll blame the recipe.
Which website did we get it from? Probably shouldn't say. In case it is bad.
I don't even know. First things first, we're gonna add the dry ingredients together. So you can take the flour. I make all my guests do the work, basically.
Were these pre-measured or? Okay.
Yes, I pre-measured them. We're not eyeballing things because you can't do that because baking is science.
Not on live television.
Sugar, go ahead, pour it on up in there. Some cocoa powder. because we want a nice, deep, rich chocolate.
Chocolate.
I don't like no soft chocolate. I like a dark, Dutch pressed cacao, 72% chocolate cocoa situation.
That was very specific.
I'm very specific about my chocolate. Very specific. I don't like weak chocolate. I mean that.
What's this?
That's baking soda. And then the salt is the last little thing. And then you'll whisk it all together.
Because I'm doing all the work.
You're doing all the work. Yeah, that's what happens. If you're at my mother's house, you're, at this point, family, and you got to take out the trash or something.
I'll take out the trash.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And make some cupcakes.
Yeah.
With the ganache on top.
With the ganache.
I love that word.
Another French word. The French be making some words. I didn't do well in French.
I never took French.
Did you do Spanish?
Español.
Okay, how much you know?
Yo hablo un poquito.
Okay. More things?
More things what? Shall I say more things? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, say more things.
More things.
What else you got?
Más cosas. That's more things.
Oh!
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Felicidad, ¿de qué color vas a llegar? Clara, así como la mañana, con un olor a esperanza y con sabor a miel.
Okay.
That's actually why I started learning Spanish, is so I could learn.
So you can sing it in Spanish. All right, so we got that all stirred together.
Did I not mix it good enough?
No, that's great. That was great. It was just a little razzle dazzle.
Okay.
My hands have to touch everything.
I understand.
All right, that's where the magic is. I speak to my stuff nice. So now we're gonna mix together the wet ingredients. You can throw everything together.
All at the same time.
All at the same time.
Yes.
Vegetable oil. Correct. We have 1 egg. Amen. We have some buttermilk and vanilla extract. Pure. Not imitation. Imitation's nasty. Don't use it. Now a little science thing here.
Yes.
Remember how we put the baking soda in over here?
Yes.
And we got the buttermilk over here? Okay, baking soda is a base. Buttermilk is an acid. In order to make things rise and fluff up, you need an acid and a base. That's what those two things are. Now there's also baking powder.
Right.
Baking powder has both the base and the acid in them. So you don't have to have buttermilk with it or vinegar or lemon juice.
So yeast, is that a base and an acid? Or is that just something totally different?
Yeast is its own little thing over here in the corner.
Okay.
Yeah, yeast is like a live thing that you have to activate with the heat and the water and the stuff and the things, and it'll feed off of like sugar.
Okay.
So it's not an acid or base. But that's a good question.
Hey,
that's a good question.
Trying to learn something new today on the Black Girl Baking Show.
Hey man, you thinking. Now, give that a little light whisk together carefully so you don't splash up outside. You know, if it happens, it happens. It'll be okay. Pour it in the center. I made a slight well in the dry mixture, because that allows you to mix things in gradually without over mixing, because when you start to over mix, then things get dry, they get hard, they get nasty. You don't want that.
Now is it my turn to?
This your job. Spend from one job, you gotta do another one. Come on now.
Man, the people did not know about that.
I'm all for transparency here.
Yeah,
you know, we're gonna talk about the real things.
We can. I'm all for it, because maybe that'll lead people to, I don't know, support all the other ventures, so I don't have to go to a job that I hate.
Amen. Yeah. Get him out of there.
Please.
Free this man.
Help me.
He got talents and gifts that the Lord's trying to use.
Help.
And the man's trying to keep him down. That's what we use, Because you can just scoop it, drop it.
Yes. Thank you.
That's on you again, for sure. No problem.
It is. Okay. Don't want to do too much. Is that about what we need?
We'll find out.
How about I just fill them all in and then come back?
Okay. Well, while you're scooping, I'll start finding out some of my questions.
Oh, yes. Questions.
One day I'm going to have some nice, cute laminated cards.
Okay.
That'll say Black Girl Baking Show on them, like Steve Harvey. Okay. When is the first time you heard yourself singing, whether it been in your room or, I don't know, somewhere, and you said, wait a minute, that sounds kind of good, actually. I think that actually does sound good.
Well, I was a child living in Atlanta, Georgia.
Wait a minute, what year was this?
We moved up here to Toledo about 15 years ago. I moved up here on my 13th birthday.
Aww.
So.
What was that like? Happy, sad, upset?
Wait, the birthday part?
I mean, moving on your birthday, yeah.
Well, I think we technically were already here, but we had to go back down there to finish up the semester at school. So then it just happened to be my birthday when we made our way this way. I was in a youth choir down there for a while, and that kind of helped instill the love of music within me. But it wasn't until First Church of God and Sister Antoinette started the youth choir, and I was really just there for the good vibes. The homies, you know, we were playing the flag football. They said they were joining the youth choir, so I decided to join the youth choir. And after a couple of Sundays of singing, I was like, I actually love singing. So I loved singing, and then I realized that I could sing after I decided to step out and take a solo for one of my favorite songs.
Yes. I'll never forget it. I remember like it was yesterday. The first time Nate Hicks sang in front of church. But the first time you stepped up there to sing. And I'll never forget, like, of course, you were nervous a little bit.
I think I forgot the whole first word.
Puberty time a little bit too. But you got there, though.
Yeah.
You were there, though. And it was so cool to see that and now be where we are now and seeing you doing what you're doing. Just dropping a Spanish song in my mama's kitchen out of nowhere like it's nothing.
Hey.
So cool.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing. I already preheated our oven because I was pretty positive I was going to forget. And sure enough, I forgot to even mention it. So I did the right thing in doing that.
Yeah.
Oh!
So you preheat your ovens when you're doing these chocolate cupcakes. Well, what else did you forget?
I kid you not. So we were supposed to put some hot water in here. In the cupcakes?
In the cupcakes.
Yeah.
Oh, like in the mixture? How much hot water?
Half cup.
Oh, so a half a cup divided by 12 little circles is...
It's done now.
It don't work like that.
This is where we are. We're here now.
We just gotta go with it.
We're just gonna go with it.
So now if it's nasty, it's not the website's fault?
No, Nate, why would you have to say that?
I'm just saying, we forgot hot water.
It'll be fine.
Yes.
I don't think the water was really necessary. I think the water was just to make the texture. I really do. To make it like...
Fluffy.
Yes.
Okay.
So... Okay, we're gonna bake these for about 18, 20, 25 minutes, something like that. And hopefully they're fine. I'm so bad because I really was thinking about it. I was getting the water together when you got here. And then I forgot. So really, if we're counting and keeping track of the dots, that's your fault.
Wow. But I guess, you know, if it makes you feel better, I'll take the fall.
Okay. That's a nice man right there.
Yes, I do what I can.
It's a good man, Savannah. Good man. Okay, so ganache is another French word.
Yes.
It's French for, I don't know, melty chocolate or something.
Oh.
Probably.
Okay.
No, that's fondue, actually. Fondue is like melty something. A ganache is a heavy whipping cream mixed with chocolate. And it just makes the chocolate be movable, you know, and soft. So that when it hardens, it doesn't harden into like a hard. It hardens into like a soft.
Like you can still bite it and not break your teeth.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah. So we're gonna make ganache.
Ganache.
Yeah, so I have a half cup-ish of chocolate chips, semi-sweet. I need you to measure out a half cup of heavy whipping cream for me.
I could do that.
And then we'll heat up the heavy whipping cream until it's like slightly bubbling a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty good, okay. I'm gonna pour this in here because I feel like we need more space. Gonna put the chocolate chips in.
So kind.
Let you just sit for a minute. Okay, another question. So you write your own songs, correct?
I do.
No ghostwriters?
No ghostwriters. Well, that's a lie. I've had some help on a couple of songs before.
I wasn't trying to shade you. That feels
No, I love to give credit where credit is due. But like for the most part, concepts, I'll have the concepts in mind and I'll begin to write. And if I get stuck or if, you know, I write something and it's trash, somebody might say, hey, say this instead. So it's kind of a collaborative effort.
How do you know if it's trash?
Well, Initially, I might not know, or I might put it in there as a placeholder because it's so trash, but I don't know what's not trash that needs to go there. So, different scenarios.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Nobody ever tells you like,
that ain't it, bro. Nah,
that's trash.
Nobody's ever said that per se.
Okay.
But
that probably means you just have a talent. That's probably good.
It's definitely a gift. It's my favorite part of the whole musical process, writing. Yeah.
Can I tell you an embarrassing thing?
Please.
This is real.
Come on.
So when I relaunched the show, right, I was like, I've always wanted to have my own theme song. Like, tell me why I downloaded GarageBand and was like, I'm gonna make a song.
Can we?
No. Here's the thing. I didn't get very far.
Okay.
I started trying to do the little things.
Yeah.
I got about an hour and it said, okay, I don't know what. Very sobering. What was I thinking? Have I ever written a song? Have I ever written music, composed anything, put lyrics? No. With instruments?
Ooh, that's ambitious.
Ask me if I play any instruments.
Do you play any instruments?
No.
Never?
Why did I think that?
If you're ever in need of a theme song, I do those.
Okay.
Just saying.
I wasn't going to say anything, but since you put it out here, in front of God and everybody.
Every single person, the whole internet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hold you to that.
Okay.
You going to charge me? I'll pay a little something.
We go way back, like 8 bricks in the back of the Cadillac.
Yeah. But I ain't a broke boy, you know. I can give you a little bit of money.
She got money. Hold on.
I didn't say that. I can give you a little bit. I can give you a spot. You feel me?
Just make me some cupcakes and we'll call it even.
Okay. Well, let's just mix this together.
Please. Are you going to mix it or am I going to mix it?
I think you want to mix it. Sounds like.
Okay.
Go ahead and mix it up then.
I'm just a vessel, you know?
Well, while talking about songwriting, when you write, what comes first? Is it like the same like formula every time? Is it words first, then music first, then words? Is it a combination? Do you hear something and be like, ooh?
Initially, when I started writing music, I used to think that I had to follow the same process every time because the first song turned out so great that I thought it had to be that way every time. And then as time went on, that just wasn't the case. So sometimes I will be going through life and just decide that I want to write in my journal. And now I have a bunch of words. And later on, I might hear some melodies, and these words might go to the melodies. So, is that a good mix order?
No, you got to keep like a little bit more vigorously.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll start to see it look like chocolate.
Okay.
Like just a puddle of chocolate. There you go. See,
we go.
It's coming.
Okay, that makes more sense.
It's coming. I'm gonna throw it in the fridge so that while everything else happens, those bake, we make the white chocolate mousse. It can be cooling, and it'll come to the right texture that we need. Okay, we're just gonna do that now. You can pour the whipping cream in here. Same thing as what we just did with the other one. You just put out a new single on April 25th. So, what about it? Tell me all the things.
Oh, you want to know all the things?
Who is it about? That's the real question. Who is this about?
Do we have some bubbling ganache going on there? Is that
a diversion? You trying to divert? Oh. Yeah, it's bubbling. Okay. Now, we're bubbling over here.
Do we put
all right, you ain't got to answer that. That's fine. That's fine. You ain't got to answer all that.
Song about, you know? You know, sometimes songwriters take inspiration from other people's situations and they just...
It's true.
Put it all into a nice little recipe and little product that lots of people can relate to. It could have happened to anybody.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yep.
So, in generally, not speaking about anyone in particularly, what is the song about?
The song Conversations is about a man being man enough to own up to his mistakes.
What kind of mistakes?
What kind of mistakes? Well, when a man loves a woman and two come together and form relationships or one relationship.
Yeah, you got it.
And forming bonding and whatnot. Mistakes being made. Having conversation. What was the question again? Yeah,
at the end, there was something about cheating with a friend, sneaking with a friend, creeping with a friend. How was the response been since you put it out? You have a lot of music out, by the way. I went back to like look through your catalog and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize how much my boy put out over all these years.
We've been working.
My fault. Yeah. I've been asleep.
It's all good.
I'm woke now.
Wake up, wake up. It really only took me a matter of minutes. If I'm being honest, I just sat down, you know, watching the soap operas on television. Things got real messy on The Young and the Restless. So I picked up my pen and my paper and I just wrote out my feelings.
Said this sounds like a song, right? Yeah.
Literally, no rhyme scheme in mind or anything like that, and it just came out how it came out. And then years later, but Gary Black, he produced this amazing track. Shout out to Gary. He's doing his thing. GW Beats is his artist name, his producer name. He sent me this beat, and I'm like, whoa.
Ooh.
And the original beat was like 6 minutes long, so that was on repeat for a long time, a very long time. And eventually, I'm like, what am I gonna write to this? And then I was just going through my journals one day, and I was like, put this over here.
Wait a minute. So this non-realistic situation was old that you'd written down?
Yeah.
Well, how's it been since it's been out? How do you feel like the response has been? How people have been supporting you? Because honestly, I was so happy for you to go to that, release party and see all those people there on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
When it was raining outside.
Oh my gosh.
People didn't care. They were there for Nate. And it blew my mind and made my heart smile to see that many people there to support you. So how's it been for you?
I think that I knew the song was something special, just because of how it makes me feel.
Yeah.
And so to not drop any snippets or anything online beforehand, my fan base didn't necessarily know what to expect. My fan base didn't even know I was dropping music until I posted the party, essentially. So to have that many people come out for me was amazing. And then the response that I got after letting those people hear that song in the intimate setting, I got grilled. Everybody. I got absolutely grilled. Yeah, but the fact that people were still rocking with me, as a person, as an artist, like, oh, we hate the content of the song, but you made the truth sound so pretty.
Yeah,
that means a lot to me. So people that are still, sharing the music, telling me that they're listening to the music, it really means a lot. Obviously, as an artist with the streaming world and things of that nature, like you need a lot of streams to make any money.
Yep.
I haven't necessarily reached that point with this particular song yet. And I'm hoping that maybe it'll gain some traction to where I'm making a decent amount of money off of the music, so I don't have to go work a job that I absolutely despise.
Listen to this man's music, please. Please.
I'm begging you. I'm
begging you. I'm not even begging you to watch my video. Support him.
Please.
Please.
Nate Hicks is my name. You can find me everywhere and listen to music that you might be able to relate to. Who knows?
Personally, I can't relate to creeping with friends. That's not my testimony. Amen.
Right.
All right, I'm going to have you stir this up. I'm going to check on our cupcakes because I think they're done.
What shall I stir with?
Let's stir with a spoon.
Well, thank you. Somewhat.
That look good. Yeah. For sure. So now I have 4 ounces of cream cheese, which is like a little half of a block. Now you need to beat this just a little bit, and then I'll slowly pour this into this to combine them.
Do I?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna beat it.
I've had it sitting out for a little bit, so it should be soft enough.
Is that the slowest setting?
I think so.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, you're a little fight in there. Don't be scared now. Ain't no room to be scared in the kitchen.
Ain't nobody scared.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared.
I ain't scared. Is that beaten good enough?
I think so.
All right.
Looks nice and fluffy. All right, so I'm gonna scrape down the sides a little bit. And then I'm gonna start pouring the ganache into this. You just keep it going. Beautiful, yeah. And then we're gonna keep that same beater and we're gonna beat a cup of heavy whipping cream to make it into whipped cream. And then that's when we fold. So.
Wait. You said beat the heavy whipping cream.
Correct.
Until it becomes whipped cream.
This is how you make whipped cream.
Really?
You didn't know that? Ooh. The more you know. Go ahead.
We're about to make some whipped cream. Was that like common knowledge that that's how you make whipped cream?
I don't think so, actually. I think a lot of people don't know how you make whipped cream.
Okay.
And here's the cool thing, okay? More science things. So if you keep beating this even longer, eventually the liquid will separate from like the fat and you'll have butter.
What?
So you can add like whatever seasonings to this, like garlic powder, onion powder, blah, 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 blah. Just beat it even longer. And then you'll have butter. You can scoop it out, squeeze out some more of the water, and you can have like flavored butter.
Wow. awesome.
It's so cool. So I'm gonna plop this in here. We're gonna fold this in with the ganache, which is already sweetened. It already has all the good stuff in there. Now folding, as we said, is nice, like, it's more like a, just like,
Yeah.
literally folding it right on top of itself. Gonna let it start to see it, kind of smooth in a little bit. That's folding. Oh Lord.
Oh man, what happened?
Oh no.
Like bricks?
No. They're very soft.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna have to pivot a little bit with these. I got it. I have a vision. I have a vision. Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna figure it out. A deconstructed Hostess cupcake. Yeah.
Am I folding this well?
Yeah, it's great.
Cool.
You want to taste it a little bit?
I do.
It's so good.
Whoa.
We gotta wait for these disasters to cool off a little bit so we can deconstruct.
Yes.
So, give us a minute. We'll come back. Well, y'all see it. You see it. Apparently the water was imperative to the recipe. We're gonna try to scrounge up what matter from the cupcakes that we can.
Is that what we're doing? Are we gonna dump them all?
Not all at the same time.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna still try to layer
Okay.
a little
I was
bit.
thinking like dirt cake vibes, you know?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Okay. Now there's not too much cupcake to cake with, but there's a little bit.
Yes.
So yeah.
Just try to get these cupcakes. Just let me know how many cupcakes to put in now. Half and half?
I don't know.
Ooh.
This wasn't the plan. Okay, well, while you're doing that, what's happening next with you in music or just in life? It doesn't have to be about music specifically.
Ooh. Nate Hicks is me.
That's true.
Is Nate Hicks.
Amen.
What's next for me? I am quitting my job so that I can create more time for the things and the people that I love.
I'm all for quitting. I'm a proud grad school dropout right here.
It be like that sometimes.
It be like that.
If it's not what you thought it was, or it's just not working out for you, you know, it's okay to let things go, to reevaluate. And I've reevaluated 1,001 times about why I'm driving a bus for the city. It's been a blessing for sure, and I'm super grateful. It allowed me to get my first house.
Which is amazing.
It allowed me to get my first financed car. I'm grateful for that much, but it's time for me to move on. So I would love to do more shows. I'd love to travel more and get my name out there in other cities so I can connect with other people, different, you know, same energy but different individuals. I want everything that God has for me.
That's the real one.
Yeah.
That really is what it is.
And I don't want to be limiting my God.
If you can choose to get out of your own way and fully submit, like, all right, I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna go wherever you tell me to go, do whatever you tell me to do. That makes it harder and easier because it feels scarier.
Yes.
Not being in control.
Facts.
But easier in that, was it really working when you were in control anyway?
I'm telling you right now, it's not working for me at all.
Was it really working anyway? It never does.
It's not. I mean, it's a blessing, but that's the crazy thing. God will still bless, like in the midst of you kind of doing your own thing. However, if you want more, you have to be willing to submit. You have to.
When did you start playing guitar too?
I bought my first guitar 2015, right before I went off to college, and I didn't play it. It collected dust until 2018. 2018 is when I started playing consistently because I came back to Toledo from Defiance, and I became a substitute teacher. And if you know anything about oh man, if you know anything about TPS, you need some coping mechanisms to keep yourself calm and them kids. So I really started playing guitar like in that manner, and it just kind of transitioned over into the rest of my life.
What grades did you sub for?
I did pre-K through 12th grade.
Oh, that's such a wide gap.
Yes, it is. I had to figure out my niche. And turns out a traditional school setting, any grade level, is not where I belong.
Honestly, I think by this point we know traditional setting, anything ain't for you. That's just not, it's not you.
Nah. I had a pre-K class, and there was this one student in particular who hated taking naps. He would not take naps with the rest of the students. He'd run around, he'd jump on other students on their cots while they sleep. No, we can't have that.
No, we can't do that, baby.
I was there for a couple days. I would call his dad. His dad wouldn't really do nothing but threaten to whoop him. So that kind of made him chill out for 4 seconds. So, okay, nap time comes along. I just take off my belt and I make the little snapping noise with it. I wasn't going to beat this child. I promise you I was not going to beat this child.
Do that.
I just made the little snapping noise with the belt. And it worked. It worked. And not only that, but at the end of all of that, before, they told me not to come back, he was still running up and giving me hugs.
You can't do that to somebody else's kids. You can't do that.
That was the first thing. And then what really made me quit, I was subbing at Rosa Parks, 6th grade. I was there for like literally 3 hours, if that. Like at the end of the day, 3 hours. A group of 20-something kids bum rush the classroom and just come running in, trying to fight and stuff like that. They getting loud, they're getting disrespectful, disruptive. I flipped the desk. And it worked.
Okay. Yeah. You can't have normal jobs. You can't. You can't threaten children.
I love them. I got love in my heart.
Take the spoon. Yes. I can't believe you. All right. A deconstructed Faux-stess cupcake.
Gotta make sure to get all the elements.
Okay.
That's the best. That was the best thing I've ever tasted as it relates to sweets.
Yo, low-key, we can just say it was on purpose. You would never know the difference.
Literally. That's what I said. It's kind of giving dirt cake vibes.
Yeah.
With less like whipped cream.
Yeah, because the cake is like very, very moist.
Yeah.
The mousse, of course, is how the mousse is moussing.
Wow.
I'm sorry, do you want a bowl?
Can I double spoon? Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah, let me get a bowl. My bad, bruh.
Shall we expect this in Jared's Heavenly Sweet?
Well, I wouldn't say all that. I don't think it passed Mama's, standard. But I think she'd appreciate the taste of it.
Yeah.
And if we could do it correctly, she'd be there for it. Well, I'm glad you finished that. That's perfect timing.
That's good.
I want you to talk about your things.
What things?
All the things.
Oh.
Love. That's what you're choosing today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And your mugs.
I got those.
Bring them over here. Tell the people about your stuff.
Love. That's what I'm choosing today. Love is a conscious choice that you have to make. And this sounds like an infomercial, but really I'm just speaking from the heart. Yeah, God placed that song on my heart some years ago. Sat down at the piano, was just playing. Those words came flowing out. And eventually it turned into a full movement, a full brand where we put it on mugs, which is for you, by the way.
Shut up!
We put them on shirts, we put them on hoodies and crew necks.
They do. I have the t-shirt and crew neck.
You got a crew neck too?
Yeah.
When?
I bought one at the thing.
Oh, that's
and
what's
you
up.
sent me the little heart. And thanks for it.
I didn't know what it was for.
Oh, you thought I was just giving you a love offering?
Well, maybe your mom will like this one or something. What do you think?
Oh,
it's a large, I don't know.
She would.
Okay.
You gonna leave it for my mama?
Yeah, it's for your mom.
Aw.
She allowed me in her kitchen. Yeah, we represent love,
For sure.
We definitely make music about things that might be considered controversial, but the ultimate end game is love. The ultimate message is love.
You have candles too, don't you?
I do have candles. I didn't bring one today.
That man got candles, y'all.
Got candles. We got air freshener, body and linen sprays.
She trying to set a mood.
You can find anything to do with me on www.natehicksmusic.com. You can listen to my music on all streaming platforms. You can follow me on all social media. And by all, I mean Facebook,
Yes.
Instagram, and TikTok.
Amen.
That's really it. I'm not on Twitter or X.
We don't need it. It's toxic anyway.
Pretty much. Yeah, if you want to book me, I'll sing at your wedding. I'll sing at your bar mitzvah. I'll sing.
I'm excited to be able to show you. He's not originally a Toledoan, but he's been here for 15 years, so I claim him as one of ours. Okay,
we Toledo.
You from the mud now,
I got
baby.
love for Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But we Toledo.
Now you're from the mud for sure.
I appreciate you for having me on the Black Girl Baking Show.
Yes, I'm sorry my cupcakes failed.
No. I would not consider that a failure. I don't even know if I would have liked that in its original form.
Okay, good point. Good point.
If I'm being honest.
All right. Well, do you want to take us out with anything special? You don't have to, but if you want to.
I can. What, you want me to grab my guitar or something?
Do you have it?
I do.
Oh.
Stay ready, ain't gotta get ready. Except I do gotta step into the other room.
Go get it real quick. Go get it real quick.
I used to believe everything was as perfect as it was depicted to be. And then I took a swing at this world for myself and got hit with reality. The glitter and the gold turned to ashes and to dust, and the shimmer just faded away. No patience, no kindness, and everything is conditional. How will I survive this thing? The answer is love. That's what I'm choosing today. I'll choose love with the knives that are still in my back, 'cause nothing else takes the hurt away. The answer is love, love, love. That's what I'm choosing today. I'll choose love, the knives that are still in my back, 'cause nothing else takes the hurt away. The answer is love.
Live studio audience, give up some applause for Nate Hicks. Woo!
I appreciate you.
So good. Every time I hear you in person, I'm just like, ah!
Come on, Breezy, don't make me blush up in here.
You're so good. Thank you for watching. Follow Nate Hicks. Listen to his music. Buy some things. Like, comment, subscribe, share it. And I will see you in the next episode, okay? Bye.